Hello guys, I'm back to review another Godzilla movie. Yes, it's been a long time since I didn't review another Godzilla movie, but I'm finally here. I'm finally to review another Godzilla movie, and it is Son of Godzilla. And well, this is the movie that some people call the love or hated movie. Some people loved it, some people hated it. But for me, I'm in the middle. Because I literally mean that when I put the ranking videos of the show Godzilla films, I'm literally putting this movie as one of the worst Godzilla movies. But after that, I came around to appreciate this film because it's not really entertaining. Because it's still entertaining because the kaiju action is great, the characters are great, and everything in this movie is really great. But it still doesn't mean it's really a masterpiece compared to the original. So let's not waste any more time and finally dive into this movie. The plot's about a plane who's traveling on a stormy night until they came across Godzilla, who was just swimming in the ocean, or maybe just like swimming in the ocean or something. Until the pilots are discovering that Godzilla is going to an island where coincidentally Godzilla's son was there. Or should I say adopted son, because Godzilla just adopted his son and then just like pretending that he's his son now. So let's move on. After that, Godzilla begins. There's a group of expedition who's like doing some experiments on the island and it causes that there are a lot of giant monsters just like or mantises or something. Who apparently Kamacuras in the Japanese version, but the American version is just called giant mantises or something, or what the fuck do you mean? Alright. And after that, when they're like the experiments are like going great on, we're like when the expedition is doing the experiments, until the Kamacuras like begin to like breaking open a mountain, and and when the ape comes out, they started to break it open when they came across some of a loved or hated character, Manila. Well, there's some people that actually love him or people actually hated him. For me, right in the middle. I mean, I'm just saying that he's alright. He's not that bad, but the only thing I hate about Manila is his design. I don't call it cute because he's fucking ugly in the movie. In the positive one, he's not as annoying as Godzilla's Revenge. Well, I'm gonna do like some kind of extreme rant on that movie later on. That finishing destroy all monsters. And that movie is actually really improvement over Godzilla's Revenge. Well, I mean, I talk about Destroy All Monsters because that monster movie is way better than Godzilla's Revenge. All right, let's go move back to this movie. So after that, when mantis are like beating the shit out of Manila, until then, Godzilla begins like arise from the ocean, finally to like kick some monster ass. And then like Godzilla beat the crap out of the Kamacuras. Then when he encountered his son, he sometimes loved him. He sometimes hated him at first, but until he came around to her to like adopt him. The title of the movie is really strange because the movie should have been called Adopted Son of Godzilla, because Godzilla just like come out of the ocean, start beating the crap out of the other monster, like beating the shit out of Manila. And then when he comes to the son, he's just, oh, okay, he's my son now, so I'm gonna adopt him. Yeah, the title movie should have been called Adopted Son of Godzilla, not Son of Godzilla, because the other just randomly adopted a son, just, I don't know, he's like part of his or something, or I don't know. As for Godzilla, well, I mean, speaking of Godzilla, his design looks way. Sorry. His design is way fucking uglier. I'm not kidding. His face looks like he's like had a. His face looks like his face looks really derpy and looks like a frog or something. It kind of looks like one of those. He kind of looks like Manila's face or something or whatever. I don't know. Well, after that, Godzilla and Manila begins to grow up and just start like acting more childish. and label him ridiculous. Until Godzilla begins to teach him how to use atomic breath, do some kind of attack. Manila can also use smoke rings that just doesn't affect on nothing, and just like doesn't do anything to the monsters. Well, except for King Ghidorah, but he's only like, as for the other monsters like Kumonga or maybe Kamakuras, did absolutely nothing onto them, and it's kind of embarrassing for the son of the King of the Monsters. And after that, Manila uses atomic breath on his own. Sometimes it works, or sometimes it doesn't. Well, after that, both of them became father and son. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Son of Godzilla. And after that, Manila begins to wander across the island and came across Kamakuras until Manila started acting bravely and started trying to fight him, but he's a little useless little shit. But yeah, because he get his ass kicked by Kamakuras, and his atomic breath sometimes worked or sometimes it doesn't work. Like, he tried to use atomic breath on Kamakuras, but it didn't work. And it's kind of like really useless. It's kind of like embarrassing for the son of King of Monsters. Like say it again. Until Godzilla comes around, it's like, ugh, why is my son always like getting into trouble all the time? And then Kamaku's like, ugh, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. I don't like that useless little shit. Until when Godzilla begins to like just tell him to like go back into the home that he was on. Until Manila accidentally unleashed the giant spider, also known as Kamanga. A Kamanga is basically the most unique antagonist of the Godzilla franchise. I mean, yeah, I understand why Kamanga is Godzilla's antagonist because, yeah, he was unleashed because thanks to Manila, and yeah. Up until when, after that, Manila begins to go on the island once again. And then he came across Kamanga once again. And he started crying like a fucking donkey because he's getting his ass kicked by a giant fucking spider. Up until Manila gets webbed by the giant spider, also known as Kamanga. Kamanga has some kind of the creepiest powers that he has. It's like he used some kind of venom to infect his victims and killing them, like they did with the Kamakuras, who's trying to flee from the giant spider and just dies, and it's in a horrifying way. He's about to do it for Manila. Is actually one of the creepiest parts of the movie where Kamunga's about to like bite Manila, like he's ready to like rape him or something. Or I don't know. Sorry for that word, guys. Sorry. And after that, when Godzilla heard the cries of Manila, begins to get his ass up, or mode, get the fuck up! Until when Godzilla just wandered across the island to find his son, until he came across Kamunga, who's about to like bite Manila, and until Godzilla just throws a rock at Kamunga, and well, he didn't die, he just pretended to be dead. Until father and son began to attack Kumonga, who's basically the most difficult opponents I guess Godzilla's encountered since Mechagodzilla or King Ghidorah or etc. And then after that, and Godzilla and Manila began to fight off Kumonga. Until then, they finally defeated him by using their atomic breaths. And yes, for some reason, Manila now uses atomic breath on his own this time. But yeah, I understand he did it on his own when he's doing some kind of training in some kind of cave. I mean, on a lake, a flaming lake. But now he's finally using it now his own with no intro and no training or anything like that during the final battle. Until when Godzilla and Manila used their atomic breath to finally finish off Kamanga for good and their safety. And after that, the experiment. Oh, I forgot to mention that the expedition team like using some kind of experiment to freeze the island. And yeah, after that, Manila and Godzilla begins to like trying to leave the island until Manila begins like getting weaker once again, and then Godzilla comes back and just hugs him. And yes, that's the emotional part of this movie, that Godzilla and his son are hugging up until the island begins to freeze. And the end. Well, guys, that's my review for this movie, and I'm gonna talk about my opinion about it. My opinion about this movie has changed when before I hated it, but after that, I came to appreciate this film. Because, yeah, the action scenes are great, and etc. The characters are great, but it's still not a masterpiece compared to the original film. Yeah, the 1954 film. In my opinion, okay? In my opinion. And then after that, well, yeah, my opinion on Manila, well, before I hated him, but after that, he's alright. But not in Godzilla's Revenge. Oh, I cannot believe I have to review that piece of shit because I cannot believe I have to. I don't have like 2 more films to finally catch up with Godzilla's Revenge. Oh boy, I have to like finish reviewing 2 more films all the way to Godzilla's Revenge. Well, at least some Godzilla and Destroyer monsters are really decent, but I'm literally gonna do extreme rant of one of the worst Godzilla movies after Destroyer monsters in this film. Yes, guys, I'm gonna do a extreme rant on Godzilla's Revenge because that movie sucked. It's stupid. It's ridiculous, and it's and literally stupid. Has a lot of. I'm not gonna spoil it. Up until when and finally gonna review Godzilla's Revenge, I will literally spoil it after that. Okay, guys, I will do it. Okay, good. All right, calm down. Well, back to this movie. So yes, the monster effects are still great as obviously just like Godzilla versus a sea monster or Godzilla versus Monster Zero. And yeah, I forgot to mention about my opinion about Manila. Well, before I hated him, but now he's alright. But the only thing I still hate about him is his design. Because, yeah, his design looks so fucking ugly, more uglier than cute. And yes, I understand what Toho is doing. That Manila should be part to appeal to the younger audience. I understand that. I respect it. But that doesn't mean that Manila is still cute. Well, except for Godzilla's Final Wars, because Manila becomes like now it's really cute now because including the little Godzilla from Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. That Manila in Final Wars and little Godzilla from Godzilla versus Space Godzilla are literally both cute and etc. And that's my whole opinion about Sonic Godzilla. If you guys enjoyed this video, give a like on this video. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya. Bye.